Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm outside today because I wanted to be able to actually um, not whisper so much. Um, Today is Tuesday, November the 5th. This month is going really fast, and I really don't want it to because I like November and December. Those are my favorite months. Um, so, yeah, I'm outside. I'm in the front yard because the chickens are in the back part over there, and then if Bruce wakes up and lets the dogs out, the dogs will be barking right next to me. But this is I'm in front of the part of the house we added on to the old part of the house, the old house. That's the Stautzenberger old house, and this is a Fachwerk replica of, you know, whatever. And it was made with like scraps of stuff from another house we tore down, and from someone who had a brick patio, front and back patio that they wanted taken up, and so we used that brick for the Fachwerk house because the red brick was old, needed more cleaning, and but I kind of liked the color of this one better, so we used this one, and they were easier to clean. So, yeah, so that's what that is. It's a replica, and it has this part right here has my closet, which is really it was Bruce and my closet. It was a master closet. Is right there, and then on this other side is my bathroom. Uh, And I call it my bathroom because it's very girly inside. But Bruce and I together kind of figured out what we wanted. He wanted the giant shower like my parents had had, and I wanted the clawfoot tub. And so we took that, and then some other things we wanted. The Fachwerk house was his idea. But he let me pick the brick. And he let me pick the tile, and then we have like a chandelier in the bathroom, and then he let me pick the vanity because it's a dresser. It's an antique dresser with a mirror that's got a hole cut out and the sink dropped in. And so together we made a pretty cool looking thing, I think. Anyway, so I did put earrings on, put my hair in a clip. That's gonna get today. Oh, Bella's coming to visit. So we have a neighborhood stray, ooh, who has eye issues. Ew. Good morning, Miss Bella. How are you? And she doesn't really belong to anybody. The neighbors have claimed her, but they really don't. They really don't do much with her. As if they can hear me all the way over there. You gonna come see me? You come up here and see me? Anyway, she was tiny and scraggly, and we fed her canned food until she fattened up and got a little healthier. She was dumped, but it seems that she was fixed and dumped. So, I guess that's good. But she wasn't clipped or anything. The ear wasn't clipped, so it wasn't done by any. Bella, you're shaking the camera. And so you can see she has eye issues. And I don't have anything to wipe her eyes. Ugh. Okay. You're gonna. Just don't wipe your eyes on me, okay? They're goopy. So, but she doesn't get the, I love on her and stuff, and usually wipe her eyes. But there's nothing out here. I bet I could go look in the truck. Let me see if I can find my. Okay, we're back. Her eyes are clean. Ugh. See, I'm a sweet girl though. Look. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say good morning. Yeah. Hi, sweet girl. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday was a bunk day, totally. I had a little bit of energy in the morning, and then that was it. It was like I had to take a nap and got up from the nap, and there was like no energy whatsoever, as if I was like went out to get collect the eggs and had a hard time staying upright collecting the eggs, and it it's concerning. So it's I probably need to make another appointment with just my regular doctor and ask him to do some blood work or whatever. But so today is another day though, and so we'll see what today holds. See if I can do a little bit better today. I have a lot of things that I need to do. A lot of catch up things that I need to do, things to clean and stuff like that. I need to simplify things out here a little bit more, so that that Bruce can handle it a little bit better. She's just gonna like pester the crap out of me now. Anyway, yeah, so she was dumped. This is the second time we've had, at least the second time that we've had a cat that was fixed and dumped. Strangest thing in our neighborhood. We had a black one. You're getting white hair all over me, miss. We had a black one who was a really sweet cat, and it was a polydactyl cat, so it had the extra toe, and so he was really cool. He had thumbs. It was really neat. But one day, the bucks are out today, scoping out the girls. It is almost rutting season. We had an orange cat out here too that was just out here from when we moved out here, and it was the most horrible cat. It would like tear up any cat that was around. It got in fights with Kiki when I had Kiki and broke her teeth. It was just the most horrible orange big tomcat, nasty, infections in its ears and all kinds of stuff. And so that black cat went and picked a fight with the orange one, killed the orange one, I think, because we never saw it again. But the orange one, Bella, don't shake the camera. Bella. Okay, I'll hold it. But the orange one, the black one, he tore the whole side of his neck open. So we had to have him put down, and that was sad because he was a good boy. And she's a sweetheart girl. She doesn't mess with my chickens. In fact, she's a little scared of them. But she'll go up and she'll check them all out in the evening and make the Peabody go off and the wild duck. And but she's pretty good. She'll even sit on the baby cage and just like watch them. So she's pretty good, which is good. I appreciate that. I wish she would be a little bit better with the mice, though, because she just watches them like she does the chickens. Bella, stop! She watches them like she does the chickens, and it's like, no, eat those. So yeah, we have some mice and some rats out here because it's 2.5 acres, and so we have some snakes under the house, which are good. We were rehoming a lot of stuff because they were, we rehomed the raccoons. He rehomed the possums, which I wish he wouldn't have done that because I like the possums. And then he rehomed like 3 or 4 snakes. And then finally, it was because they were getting caught in the garden netting. And then finally, we found some that weren't necessarily getting as caught and were kind of staying like under the porch and under the house. And so we kept putting those back. So hopefully those are under there doing their job. But, I don't think they're doing as good of a job as they should be, because we can hear the rats running in the walls. It drives us nuts. You can hear them running up the electrical cords. And I'm like, Grace, our house is going to burn down because the rats are in our walls. And it only sounds like one, but it's not. It can't be one. It was so funny. They were coming into the craft area, the back porch craft area. And so we were setting traps and all kinds of, different traps for them. And the traps would snap and we'd come out, and Bruce didn't want to get rid of I mean, he was like, "Oh, can you get it out of the thing?" And so I was having to get them out. That was funny. He does not like those kind of creatures. Um, and so we got like all the adults and I think like one baby or something like that. But there was one baby left, so that's probably what's running around. Anyway, so yeah, so that's fun living in a farmhouse. They don't close any of the bottoms, so things can go up in the walls. It's nice, fun stuff. Bruce is working on screening in the porch over there. I would show you what it looks like, but it looks a little rough over here right now, so I think I'll pass when it's. He's got we got most of our brush burned. We've got a pile over there of some wood that needs to be cut up for the wood stove, and a pile over there that needs to be cut up for the wood stove. So Bruce has so much to do out here. I wish one of the boys would come out and just help him with some stuff instead of just like, because he needs some help doing some of this stuff. But other than that, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I need to get some things organized and cleaned up and caught up. I need to spend a day outside in the chicken yard and clean up coops and stuff because they need it so desperately. And that's not something Bruce does. Bruce is like, look, I'll feed them and I'll water them, and I'd really like going out there and mucking out. I know, very strange. But I like to go out there and clean it up from the babies and make it all nice. And usually Henny's like on my back while I'm doing it. And I'm like, you're not helping. And she's a Rhode Island Red that's like this big. But I wish I could do that. I wish I could go out there and do some cleaning and stuff like that. But I don't think that's going to necessarily happen today. It feels like it's going to rain. Bruce has his Worst Fest gig this evening. And it's like something Junge, something, I don't know, the young ones or something. It's in German, and they're playing at that Stoutzen House or Stetson. I know, I'm bad. But anyway, I don't have the paper with me, so I can't tell you exactly. But it's this evening, and it's at the lower level of the. There's a buck over there sniffing out a female. And so she's like, she's going. Oh, I love rutting season. The best one. And I videotaped part of it, but then some of the videos that I had were on my iPad when it crashed, and I was so bummed. But we had 1 year where we had 5 full bucks with the full, 3 of the 5 had like full racks, and 2 of them had the smaller racks. And for one, they were kind of fighting for the girls, but also they were running full tilt out here in the yard from one area, around the property. And it's kind of like, the boys would be going out to the car, and I'd say, be very careful going out to the car. Make sure you don't get hit by a buck, because they were running without even paying attention to what they were doing, and it was so funny. And you would see that I was like on the back deck, and one of them ran and almost hit the back deck and swerved off of it, and it came within like 4 feet of me, and I was laughing. It was so funny. But yeah, rutting season's fun out here. So that buck over there, he's sniffing the ground, trying to figure out who's in heat. Hi, buddy. They're so beautiful, such beautiful animals. Anyway, so there's so much stuff out here. I always worry there was 1 year that a buck evidently ran into some fencing wire that was fencing wire on a fencing post. Oh, there we go. The girls are like, we're out of here. Some fencing wire and a fencing post that got caught around the buck's leg. And so then it was just tearing out across the property, and it injured itself and was in bad shape. And so this was the day after Christmas, so they ended up, they were knocking on our door and everything, and we were just, I guess, too tired to answer it. And they ended up shooting the buck and setting it on the side of the road. And this was a buck that we had raised out. I mean, not literally had raised, but had been born out here. And we had a mama deer who raised most of these bucks that are out here. Get off my coffee. It's bee season. And so my mom came to visit that day. And I wasn't used to her coming to visit. So she came to visit. She goes, there's like a dead buck on the side of the road. So we went and looked at it, and we were so unhappy. But yeah, this one over here, he's trying to figure out. It's so funny. He let all those other girls go. I guess nobody was in their prime. I decided not to put a spoon in here, because I realized that even when we do the radio show, if I have a spoon in here, I clink it, and it's annoying. So I'm not doing that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I wish it's kind of like it. Normally people are like, okay, well, what do I have to do today? I have to clean the kitchen, I have to do the laundry, I have to do this, I have to do that. And see, mine is kind of like, okay, what is the most important thing? Because I've got about 3 hours. So is it the laundry? Is it the kitchen? Is it, do you have underwear? It's kind of like you just totally look at it a different way. Careful, Bella. I think she got into an ant nest. And oh, big buck. Big buck. Oh, and he is on a mission, man. He found a girl and she ran. Oh, he's huge. He's got, yeah. Oh, I love living out here. I love living out here. It's so cool. There's just such neat stuff. You can hear all of my birds going off in the back, crowing and stuff. I guarantee we've got, if I count it, I should do that. I should count up the birds today. But then that in itself will probably take me an hour. If I count up the birds, they're going round and round the mulberry bush. Yeah, she's... Go get her. Go get her. There you go. Go get her. Okay. Sorry. If I counted up... But see, a lot of that noise, those are hens. Because what happens is one does the egg song, and then they all think there's a hawk. And then they all scream about a hawk, and it's the egg song. Come on. Get it straight. Get it right. But if I always say I've got like about 150 birds. I probably do have about 150 birds. But the thing is, like 50 of them are roosters. So there's a lot of roosters out there. And we're trying to get some of them to go to the feed store, but they're always full up. Oh my gosh. I guarantee Bruce is going, what is going on? He's probably looking out windows to find out what's out there. Anyway, so, yeah, I need to do chicken inventory. I have lost a lot of birds to the pox thing. The pox thing was it was okay when it was the outside pox, but when it went into the wet pox, that one was a booger. Wet pox is internal, and it makes them sick internally, and then it messes with their eyes, and that one gets you. And I lost quite a few to that one. Let's see, what else? See, if I could, I always think, maybe I can strengthen my body and make it stronger. Maybe I can, do some exercise or something and get my body stronger so that it's at least, I at least have a, I'm at least stronger, And so then I exercise, and I'm like, I need a nap. And then I'm done for the day. I'm like, well, dang. And, like, doing the chicken yard, that is like going to going to the gym. I mean, because you've got to rake rocks and everything. But, you rake the rocks where they're supposed to be, and then the chickens go, oh, she's raking the rocks, let's go and rake them. And so then the chickens run and they scratch them all over the place, and then they're spread out again, and it takes them about 15 minutes. And so you have rocks you trip over all the time. And ideally it's like, okay, just move the rocks, Shannon, just get the rocks out of the chicken yard. And then I'm like, they have nothing to do. So, because see, like under the rocks, that's where the bugs are. And so then they like to pull the rocks away and see if they can find bugs. Ew, right? Yeah, I know. Well, fortunately, they eat a lot of feed and scratch, so that's their. They don't move rocks very often, because I don't rake the rocks very often. Let's see what else. I did have, and I was going to show you when I was inside, but I'll have to show you maybe tomorrow or something. But I've been trying the aquaponics thing where you have like a jar of water that has like vitamins, not vitamins, has a nutrition in it for the plant. And then you have like a basket that sets inside the top of the jar, and then you put some, you grow a plant through it. Well, I've been trying it, and it hasn't been working with like the seed things and stuff that I've been doing. But I see how excited I get about this. I actually got some of my I used to take my my celery and put it in water and grow the roots, and but it stopped working. I couldn't do it anymore. It's like they changed something or sprayed the plant with something, so it wasn't I wasn't able to root them anymore, because I was like growing celery out in my garden like crazy, just by rooting one from the grocery store. So so I did the aquaponics thing with the celery, and I just put it, to where the water touched the base of the celery, and it grew roots. And so like when you look at the aquaponics thing, even though the water isn't touching the base of the celery, there's like little roots going down into the water. So I'm like excited. So I'm hoping that survives, because I have the hardest time growing food right now. I mean, the chickens are really good at cleaning up the garden, and then we wire off areas so that we can grow a few things. And I'm good at asparagus. I've done some eggplants, although we don't know how to make them, so they didn't get used. We grew a bunch of peppers. We used like only the bell peppers, and all the other peppers we were like, what do we do with it? And so we love bell peppers, and we love asparagus, and we love tomatoes, and we didn't do very well with the tomatoes. Just didn't maybe we just didn't have enough bees or something, I don't know, because the plants looked great, but we just didn't get very many tomatoes. And then we love carrots, and the carrot tops I would, cut off for the chickens. But Bruce has these game bird chickens called, there's 2 of them that are Phiomes and 2 of them that are Phoenix. Phiome. Anyway, and game birds are the funniest little things. And then we have Maggie, who's a game bird too. Game birds are the funniest things. You can't pin them. They fly over the gate, and they go all over the property and do whatever they want. Well, you also can't keep them out of your garden beds. And so Bruce's game birds ate all of my carrot tops. She goes in there every day, and she just finds them and just clears it out. And I'm like, thank you, honey. That's not what I wanted you to do, but okay. They're so sweet. They're such sweet birds, but they're game birds. So they have this a little bit of wild genetics in them, and they're just very cool birds. But yeah, she gets into all of my flower beds, everything, any bed that I don't want her in, she's gonna get in, and she's gonna pick whatever she wants to eat because she's special. Anyway, so let's see what else. That's I guess that's about it. I think I've already wasted 24 minutes of your life you're never going to get back. So anyway, so yeah, Bruce has been working on the screened-in porch, which is going to be amazing once it's finished because I'll get my porch back. And I know he's doing it because I haven't been feeling well and he wants me to have a place to go and sit and enjoy my porch. Because otherwise, when you go through some of the health type things like this, nowadays, I mean, we're not living as long as our grandparents and our parents. My dad's 83, I think, and my mom passed away at like 73, I think, or something like that. And the we're just, I mean, I have aunts that are older. I had a grandmother, both my grandmothers are in their 90s, and they didn't have the stuff that we have. They were like, my Omi was, oh my gosh, she was in her 80s and she was still outside birthing a calf with my Opie, and coming in, with a bottle and whatever. And like, I could do that right now. I probably would. I'd make myself do it. I'd be like, I'm about to pass out here. Because I love animals. But yeah, you just never know. So I think he's just trying to make some like peaceful areas for us to kind of sit and just chill. But I really wish, yeah, I really need to focus on simplifying things and making them a little bit easier so that we can, so that he doesn't have so much to do when I don't feel good, and or it doesn't get left for me and piled up to the point where when I do feel good, I spend an entire day trying to catch up on, and that's pretty much what's going on right now. So, okay, well, so Bruce has his thing this evening at Wurstfest, and it's 2019. So if you're watching this at some other time, this is not going to work for you. But because it's just today that he's going to have his thing at Wurstfest this evening. And if you need any information, just contact him or me, and I'll give you the information. And it's very cool. They kind of do, some rock versions of and country versions of German songs. It's pretty funny. I went last year. It was a lot of fun. But I end up having to sit by myself a lot. So this year I'm just going to stay at home, take care of the birds, and, do my thing. So you guys have an awesome day. If it rains, then that's good. It's not good for Bruce, but it would be good. The temperature is great outside right now, and hopefully it'll stay like this. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. We've got like, oh gosh, we'll have like lighting of the plaza. Can you believe it? We'll have like lighting of the plaza mid-month this month. That's just crazy. Thanksgiving is coming up. I need to see if we're going to Scott's or if we're doing something here. I don't know. I need to text him, and because usually our family goes to my brother's. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day, and really, take advantage of hugging your family. Because these people are precious in your life, and if you've got kids that you don't talk to that often or whatever, send them a text, just says I love you or something. I need to do that with Taylor. It's so hard to talk to Taylor because he's in South Korea. But I need to do that with Taylor. Send him a hug. Give your kids a hug and a kiss, and enjoy them and enjoy your family. And if you're in an argument or something, just stop. Just stop. Say, look, I'm gonna let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. And have a great day. And take a little time to enjoy the view. I'm glad I'm not watching that show anymore. Okay. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day.